Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the Arkansas Farmers Market Association's annual meeting. Our final presentation today is going to be on ARCOP and AFMA's SNAP incentive program called Double Up Food Bucks. If you're not familiar with SNAP and Double Up Food Bucks, that's where we're going to start. The SNAP logo is going to be what's pictured there on the right, and the Double Up Food Bucks logo is what's pictured there on the left. Those are what we use with this program. My name is Jeremy Adams. I'm the Double Up Food Bucks project manager for ARCOP. Here's my contact information. I will share this again at the end of the presentation, and this information is always posted on ARCOP's website. So what is SNAP? SNAP stands for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. This is a USDA funded program run by the Food Nutrition Service. It's a federal program designed to alleviate hunger and malnutrition by increasing food purchasing power for all eligible households who apply for participation. This program has been in existence in various forms since the 1930s. It's really kind of a byproduct of the Great Depression and the First World War. It has rigorous standards for households to qualify. It also provides temporary assistance in the form of disaster SNAP or DSNAP, or something that's a little bit more current is pandemic SNAP that was part of the COVID relief bill. Any type of government food assistance is going to be distributed through SNAP. And if you're approved to accept SNAP in any form, you can accept all the benefits. So really the first step in getting approved is submitting your application to the USDA. Like I said, this is administered by the Food Nutrition Service. It's all online now. We did offer a virtual meeting with USDA representatives today for markets and direct marketing farmers to sign up directly with the USDA. And we had about 6 people take advantage of that today. So I'm looking forward to some new sites for 2022. Once you're approved by the USDA, you do have to have some special equipment to process these SNAP transactions. Your current equipment may be able to process. You definitely want to check with your provider first, but there is a grant to cover wireless equipment for farmers markets and direct marketing farmers. And you can apply for this after you've been approved by the USDA. This is a wireless terminal. It works with your phone. It's kind of similar to the Square. So Double Up Food Bucks is a SNAP incentive program. And what is an incentive? I mean, I think we've all had various incentives in our lives, whether that was to, make good grades or clean our rooms when we were kids or something in the workplace as adults. But Double Up Food Bucks can be looked at as a health incentive. Basically, we're inciting folks to take action around what they eat. We all sort of know that eating healthy is more expensive, and this really makes fresh, healthy food more affordable for everybody. We consider Double Up Food Bucks a win-win-win. SNAP households are able to double their money on fresh local fruits and vegetables so they can bring home more healthy food. Farmers make more money because we try to work with direct marketing farmers and farmers markets, and that money stays in the local economy, strengthening local food versus going off to some corporate headquarters somewhere. So how does it work at the farmer's market? I love this visual because on the left, the picture really illustrates what $20 at the farmer's market can buy. And really, SNAP can purchase any eligible food items at the market. And those include cottage foods, baked goods, jellies, jams. You can also buy eggs and local meat with SNAP. And so then the picture on the right shows what Double Up Food Bucks does. We can match up to $20 in SNAP. The catch is Double Up Food Bucks is only good for fruits and vegetables. So the customer can spend $20 off their SNAP card and maybe get meat and eggs, jelly and jam, and then they can get $20 in free fruits and vegetables. So it really allows them to take home a well-rounded meal from the farmer's market. You'll also notice this picture on the right has a some kind of start there. It looks like maybe a basil plant. SNAP is also eligible to buy plants that produce food. So that's something else that qualifies for them to purchase. So how does Double Up Food Bucks work at the farmer's market? Really, it's ideal that there's one SNAP terminal, and that's going to be located in the welcome booth, the information booth. This is where you're going to put up your signage that you accept SNAP, and this is really going to be the first stop for that SNAP customer. Basically, they're going to swipe their card at that machine. The market manager or volunteer who's manning the tent issues out tokens that have a dollar value. So this slide represents two different colored tokens. The tokens on the left are SNAP tokens, and they're eligible to purchase any food item. And then the token on the right is the double up food bucks token. It says restricted to fruits and vegetables. Basically, after that customer has, decided how much they're going to spend at the market today, and they've got their tokens, they then walk around to whichever vendor they would like and use those tokens to purchase food, just like their dollar bills. So token distribution, how these tokens work. Like I said, we can match up to $20 per day. So really that allows the SNAP customer to purchase $40 worth of food. The tokens that RCOP provides are in $2 increments. So we really encourage customers to purchase with SNAP in even increments. Like I said, those double up food bucks tokens are good for fruits and vegetables only. And then the program runs from May 1st through October 31st of 2022. So communication is key to double up food bucks. And we do have a toolkit that helps communicate the goals of this program and why the market's participating. Really, the market manager needs to be able to explain the potential to increase their sales and sort of explain the rules of the program. We have letters that you can issue out to vendors that sell fruits and vegetables and food, and can accept SNAP tokens. We also have letters that you can issue out to vendors that can't accept SNAP tokens. It really articulates the program to them and helps them understand. We also have vendor agreements. Any vendor that's going to participate and receive payment through this program needs to have a vendor agreement on file. We'll talk about a little bit more about that in just a second. Yeah, here's that vendor agreement. It's really just provides in writing a clear set of expectations for the program and what those rules are. They're pretty basic, like we don't provide change for these tokens. They're only good for fruits and vegetables, things like that. Kind of ahead of myself there a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about the record keeping that goes along with this. I tell my markets that they're spending more than 15 minutes outside of the market day on paperwork. We really need to talk because you're overthinking this. There's only two pieces of paperwork that are required for this program. This first one is the customer record sheet. This is where you're going to record every transaction when you swipe the card and issue out tokens. We like to capture the last 5 digits of the card, basically the amount from the SNAP, that you're swiping on the card, and then the amount of double up food bucks issued. We do also capture data around if they're a first-time customer. That's what the column on the right is. So that's really all the market manager has to fill out for the customer transactions. Then at the end of the market day, there's a vendor record sheet. That's what this is. The market manager would walk around, collect tokens from the individual vendors and record them on this spreadsheet. Each vendor is going to have their own unique line. It's the number of SNAP tokens turned in, the number of double up food bucks tokens turned in, then the total amount you're going to reimburse to the vendor. And then the very right-hand column is a check number. So we have like a paper trail of where you pay these vendors. And so to verify these transactions, we really need two things. I need an EBT batch report from the processor that these SNAP transactions actually happened. These can be the little individual receipt tapes, but there's also a monthly report that you can log into your service provider's account, basically set a range, let's say from the 1st of May to the end of May, and generate me an Excel spreadsheet of all your transactions and just email it to me. It is, once you get it set up, it is pretty quick and pretty painless. The other thing we need is a paper trail of written checks to those vendors that can be recorded on the vendor record sheet. That's really all we need from the market to run the program. So now I want to talk a little bit about RCOP's website and where the Double Up Food Bucks information is located. If you haven't been to arkansasobesity.org, I recommend that you check it out. I mean, I'm sure you have because that's where you signed up to participate in the meeting today. But there's a lot of information on there. Specifically, Double Up Food Bucks is going to be located under the What We Do tab under Double Up Food Bucks. We're the very first one. For 2021, we had a pretty good year. We were able to roll out this interactive map of program sites. The sites there in blue represent farmers markets I worked with. The colored locations are our grocery partners. You can actually make this map a little bit bigger, and when you roll over these pins, it actually gives you information about that location. Like this one will be Bell Urban Farm in Conway. There's also information listed about their social media and their website. So this is a really great way for customers to interact with information. Up here in the top left shows how many times this was viewed this past season, and it was viewed just over 6,000 times, which was really mind-boggling. A lot of interaction. So, like I said, the farmers markets are represented in blue. Locations we worked with in 2021 were Springdale Farmers Market at Jones Center, the Howard County Farmers Market in Nashville, Hot Springs Farmers Market. We also worked with Five Ray Farm, which is a direct marketing farmer. They participated in their own farm stand, as well as the Clark County Farmers Market and the Hot Springs Farmers Market. We also worked with Saracen Landing, which is the Pine Bluff Farmers Market, farm stand in Southwest Little Rock called the Nursery, Little Rock Farmers Market, the River Market, St. Joseph's Farm Stand in North Little Rock, Bell Urban Farm in Conway, Bologna Farmers Market, the market at McCrory, and Worley's Vegetable Market in Forest City. Those were our Double Up Food Bucks program sites for 2021. I want to talk a little bit about the numbers from last season because it was a big year. We saw a 66% overall increase in Double Up Food Bucks transactions from 2020 to 2021. So just shy of 12,000 transactions. This is at farmers markets and grocery locations. I left groceries in there because I wanted to illustrate that, we had a big year for farmers markets as well. These numbers are strictly for farmers markets and farm stands. We just did just shy of 2,400 transactions. That equated to a 70% increase in transactions from 2020 to 2021. So we actually saw a slightly bigger increase at the farmers market. These SNAP customers are interested in shopping local. I mentioned earlier, one of the other things we capture is how many new customers we generate for our participating program sites. Pretty much every year it's been, just shy of 500. This year it was 300, just shy of 350. We did lose one large farmers market this year, and I think it would have been a little bit closer to normal. That market usually had 100 new customers a year. But there's a lot of opportunity. The last couple of years with COVID have been challenging, but there's a silver lining to everything. And one of the silver linings to COVID is more people are interested in local food and shopping locally than ever before. So Double Up Food Bucks 2022, we have some exciting news. RCOP has received a USDA GusNIP grant to expand Double Up Food Bucks program, primarily in the grocery setting. We are hosting a SNAP retailer virtual sign-up event today in conjunction with the Arkansas Farmers Market Association event. So I think we'll have 5 or 6 new Double Up Food Bucks sites in 2022. And then, really program sites are right in the middle of being determined for the season. I typically have my applications back by the 1st of April. So if you're interested in participating in Double Up Food Bucks and you're already eligible to accept SNAP, I encourage you to reach out to me at jeremy.adams@arkansasobesity.org. I really appreciate y'all's time today. I really look forward to doing this in person and trying to, rebuild some of that networking. But with the weather, we thought this was better than just canceling it altogether. So please, if you have any questions about farmers markets, as the farmer's market season moves forward, please just reach out to me. Thank you for your time.